Hi, my name is Emily.
And I'm Charles-Etienne, and today we will be talking about Reverso and its many features.
Reverso is a well-rounded tool aiming to assist many different types of translation, as well as various aspects of the translation process. Reverso can be used to assist the translation process between 13 languages, including English, French, Spanish, German, Italian, Russian, Portuguese, Chinese, Arabic, Hebrew, Dutch, Romanian, and Japanese. However, Reverso has more to offer to translators and students of translation than just providing them with a computer-assisted translation from one language to another. Contrary to similar tools, such as Google Translate and even Lingui, the Reverso website has numerous components and features, many of which are probably unknown to most. In addition to offering a basic translation service to its users called Reverso Translation, which is comparable to Google Translate and provides translations to and from the previously mentioned 13 languages, Reverso also offers a feature called Reverso Context, which is similar to Lingui in that it places your requested translation in context in the target language. Reverso also offers field-specific bilingual dictionaries from English to French and vice versa, such as a medical dictionary, a computer dictionary, as well as a business dictionary, which give you the equivalent of a specific term you are searching for pertaining to that field in the desired target language. The Reverso website also includes a dictionary component providing definitions of words for 14 languages, a conjugator for French, English, Spanish, German, Italian, and Hebrew verbs, a page of useful grammar rules for both French and English, and a spell checker, once again, for English and French texts.
Just like any other CAT tool, Reverso can be used to support translators and students of the field during the translation process. It does so by providing suggestions of translations that may facilitate the task of translating, whether it be in context or not, and by providing other useful tools. It also has a translation memory component, which I will describe into more detail later. Also, just like any other CAT tool, there are many risks involved in using Reverso. All suggestions made by Reverso are to be taken with a grain of salt. You must use your better judgment rather than blindly accepting all of its suggestions.
And although Reverso offers many features to its users, it's not always the most user-friendly, so beware of that too. Its interface, which can be accessed in different languages, can be quite confusing. Some of its features are only accessible via the main page and are listed in a very small font at the bottom of this page. When you have selected one of these features and have been redirected to a different page, the whole list of features is no longer found at the bottom of that page. Most of the features, however, can also be accessed by links found at the top of every page or by links found in the drop-down list in the upper right-hand corner of the page. If you would like to access a feature that is not listed in either of these two places, you must return to the bottom of the home page to gain access to it. This is both annoying and confusing. It is only once you are made aware of all the features Reverso has to offer and know how to navigate the website that you're able to make the most of it. As you can see, there are also a lot of ads on the site, which can be distracting at times.
Now let's take a closer look at these features to gain a better understanding of how to use this tool effectively. It is important to note that although Reverso's different features can all be accessed independently, they often blend together and complement one another. One of the main features is called Reverso Translation. Reverso Translation translates between the following languages: English, French, Spanish, German, Italian, Russian, Portuguese, Chinese, Arabic, Hebrew, Dutch, Romanian, and Japanese. It is a translation service that has been tested on millions of translations and which is constantly being improved. Reverso also allows you to optimize the quality of the translation thanks to the automatic spell checking of the mistakes contained in the original text. It also allows you to improve your oral communication skills and your accent by listening to the pronunciation of a native speaker for words and even for whole texts.
Bonjour.
You also have the opportunity to rate the translations that Reverso comes up with. You can suggest a better one and add your suggestion to their collaborative dictionary. You can also view the dictionary's results on the same page by selecting a word and clicking Dictionary. This allows you to see the suggestions provided by a bilingual dictionary, in this case the Collins, as well as related phrases.
One of Reverso's best features is called Reverso Context. This feature, as previously mentioned, is similar to Lingui. It searches through a corpus of existing translations and displays relevant results. The text input in the search bar is then provided along with the context in both the source and target language. As you can see, Reverso Context provides us with a better translation here than Reverso Translation did by finding "how are you" as an equivalent to "ça va," rather than Reverso Translate, which translated these same two words by "is it okay?" One of Reverso's strong suits is that it offers quality translations of idiomatic expressions, something that other translation services are often unable to do. For example, if we type vieille chipie, an expression in French for a bitter old woman, Reverso Context provides us with relevant results, whereas Lingui doesn't even contain one entry with the full expression in the source language. Although the source for the context is provided, there is no link that you can actually click on to direct you to the web page where the content originates from. If you click on the See this translation example in its context button, it only brings up a window with a few additional sentences and a general source type. For example, here it says subtitles of movies and series. It is interesting to note that a lot of the contexts provided come from Opus, an online project aiming to compile free parallel corpora in multiple languages, which means that we are not being provided the original source, but rather being redirected to this corpus.
As we have previously mentioned, Reverso offers a few specialized dictionaries. These dictionaries can be accessed from the list at the bottom of the main reverso.net page. Reverso's medical dictionary is especially designed for translators working between English and French who are specialized in the medical field. It provides them with an efficient tool to help with the translation of medical terms. This is also the case for the computer dictionary as well as the business dictionary, which provide help with the translation of computer terms and business terms respectively. Let's take a look at the medical dictionary. Here's an example. If you enter the term pontage, it will give you the English equivalent as well as other related terms.
Now let's go back to the home page so we can look at Reverso's dictionary. When you click on Reverso Dictionary, you are redirected to a page containing dictionaries for 14 different languages. You probably know how to use an online dictionary. For example, if you look up the word car in English, Reverso will give you definitions taken from the Collins Dictionary, and if you conduct your search in French, the results are taken from the Cordial Dico. From this page, you can access a French-English dictionary, a dictionary of synonyms, as well as access the grammar component of the website, which contains information pertaining to different grammar rules and topics unrelated to the word being searched. From Reverso Dictionary, you can individually access Reverso Translation, Reverso Context, both of which have already been covered in this presentation, as well as Reverso Conjugation, which will conjugate verbs for you in English, French, Spanish, German, Italian, and Hebrew. You can also access Reverso Spell Check, which can directly be consulted when doing any translation, but that here can also be used by copy and pasting or typing out your entire text into the allocated space, and it will go over it and spell check it for you. This feature is available in both English and in French. And the last component available here on this page is Reverso Grammar, which we have already covered.
There is one last feature of Reverso that we would like to address today, and it is called Reverso Localize. It can be accessed through the drop-down menu and the last option, Documents and Websites Translation. Reverso Localize is one of the major translation tools offered by Reverso. To put it simply, Reverso Localize is an online post-editing tool. Using the web interface, users can upload the document they want translated in several formats, including HTML, PDF, Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Once the document is uploaded, Reverso Localize extracts the text, separates it into segments, translates it using its machine translation algorithm, and finally presents it to the user for post-editing. The text can be translated to and from any of the 13 languages that Reverso currently supports. To try the service, you first have to register, which I've already done. The whole process takes only a minute. It only asks you to input an email and then confirm it through a message that they send you. I will now log in using a throwaway account that I have created. Reverso Localize is free to try for up to 8,000 words, but after that, it becomes a paid service. If I go to the pricing page, you can see that they charge in euros, and that the price varies from half a cent per word to a third of a cent per word, which in Canadian dollars is about 7/10 of a cent and half of a cent respectively. Nothing indicates that Reverso Localize translates the text any differently than on the regular free Reverso tool we outlined earlier. So what you're paying for are the extra features, which we'll take a look at now. Once you register and log in, you would be taken to the dashboard, which contains all the document you have previously worked on. To upload a new document and start translating, all you have to do is click on Create a New Job, and then Document, then upload the file, you then have to choose a domain, in this case general, the source language, which is English in this case, and the target language, which is French. You could also use the advanced option of using a translation memory or a dictionary, but I will touch on this later. Once you click Create, Reverso will notify you by email of your document being ready, and then it begins to segment the text and translate it. I've read through the terms and conditions of Reverso Localize, and I have found nothing untoward regarding ownership of the document or its use. I've heard that some online translation memories collect the data uploaded by users, but it doesn't seem like Reverso is one of them. As far as I can tell, it will not index your text or use it for its own purposes, which is somewhat reassuring. So once the text is processed, you can revise it, which is what Reverso calls the post-editing phase of the translation. As you can see, it has segmented all the text into small chunks and given me translations for these segments. The main advantage of working in Reverso Localize as opposed to the regular Reverso translating service is that it aligns the text in easily editable chunks and preserves the formatting of the original documents. It also automatically starts building a translation memory from the edits that the user makes. As you can see, the blue sections over here are sections that I have already translated in previous documents because I have uploaded several documents to try to mess around with the features. So these are actually exact matches that Reverso has found in previous text, and it has given me the translation that I had previously edited. So I know that these sections require no work. So if you find that Reverso has made a correct translation, for example this title here, you can just tell it that it's fine, and then it will start adding it to your translation memory. You can choose that the revision be only applied locally, or that it applies to the whole file. So for example, if this specific chunk were to come up again, Reverso would recognize it and translate it as this text here. Sometimes Reverso Localize will also catch passages from previously edited document, as I have mentioned, although these have to be exact matches. So for example, these sections are sections that I had edited previously. Reverso Localize has several features that are useful to translators. For example, it detects the duplicate segments. Here in this document, I purposefully repeated some sections, and as you can tell, it has detected them, and so will translate in the same way. These sections here are purple because Reverso has detected some changes in them, although they're not exact matches. In this case, it's the expression Google Translate, which came up obviously in previous documents, and which Reverso had first translated as Google Traduit, which did not make any sense. So what I did was use the Find and Replace tool and added into it that whenever it saw the word traduit with a capital in the target text, it would replace it with translate. So now every time it will translate Google Translate as Google Translate, which is what I wanted it to do. What you can do with this function is auto-generate from your revisions. So now it will give you every single revision you have made to the text, and then if you believe that they will be relevant in all cases, you can just add them. And then every time it says traduise, which is another way Reverso translated the name Google Translate, now it will understand that it should replace it with translate. So once you are done with all your editing, you can go back to the dashboard and see all the jobs. What you can also do is re-edit a text according to all the new modifications you've made to another text. So for example, if I wanted this job to take into account all the new modifications I've made to my old text, I could just relaunch the translation, and it would take into consideration everything I have done that has now been added to my translation memory. What you can also do is work collaboratively with these tools. For example, if you wanted to invite someone else to revise your text, you could input their name and their email, and they would be able to now go into the editor and edit your text with you or for you. So that's a way you can work together on one text using this tool. As you progress through the work, as you can see here, Reverso will give you statistics on the amount of text that was verified, edited, and validated. Finally, I'd like to say a few words about the translation memory. Every text you start editing will add the modifications to your translation memory. So if I click here on Manage Memory, it will give you all the translation memories for all the text you've been working on. And what is pretty convenient is that you can export those translation memories in the TMX file format and then use these created translation memories for other text in other programs. One last thing Reverso does is they offer professional translation services where you can pay someone to translate your text for you. This feature charges by the word, as is standard. Although this is interesting, it does not really apply to our case as translators or as individuals who are studying translation, as our goal is to translate the text ourselves, so we will not be looking into this feature. Obviously, Reverso Localize is not as complete of a tool as other CAT tools, but it is an interesting concept to be able to post-edit a text rather than have to translate it all yourself. So it is an interesting feature that I would encourage you to play around with, as it is free, and if you are in a bind, maybe it could be of a help to you.
This concludes our presentation on Reverso. We hope that it provided you with some newfound information on this tool's numerous functions and the help it can bring you as a current or future translator. Thank you for your time.